This improv story is based on the idea man finds note on front door, let the story commence. Craig left his house and went, oh, wait a minute. He turned around just to check to see if he'd shut the door properly, and he noticed there was a note on the front door. It was a post-it note. Wee yellow sticky, and it said, stop using my bin. Craig was like, what the fuck's that? I've not been using... Oh, wait. The night before, the bin collection day for the following day was the general waste bin. Now here in Glasgow, because that's where Craig was, Glasgow City Council have made it so that the general waste bin collection days used to be once every 2 weeks. Now it's once every 3 weeks to encourage you to stick all your other stuff in the recycle bin and the bottle bin and all that, you know, that sort of stuff. Once every 3 weeks. It just means that, see, when it actually comes to the general waste bin days, they're always full with the fucking brim, with people's, like, lids are all up and, you know, stuff like that. And he's like, fuck, but his bin bags were piling up. He went on holiday and forgot to take the fucking bins back. But you know,
that's one for the blooper reel.
The bin bags, so he had a big pile of them. They were piling up like the 70s. And so the night before, when people put the bins out for the next day, at night time, he sort of looked about, took his bin round, took an extra bag, hoping that one of the other wheelie bins belonging to somebody else that they're not going to use now. They've put it out. They've put it out now. Hopefully one of them's a bit empty and he'll just like ram his bag in. He spared one, you know, he's trying to like, you know, spread it about a bit. And he did that. He took his bin out, he had these kind of spare bin bag, looked at some of the other bins, that's fault of the brim. That one had a bit of room in it, so he shoved it in there, pushed it down, the lid shut fine. It was somebody's, didn't know whose, didn't know what number it was, didn't look. And now he's got this note on the door saying, stop using my bin or whatever it was. He went, fuck, that'll be that person. He didn't know who it was, so he thought, I'll go out the front where because this is bin day and the bean. He thought, I'll be able to remember where he remembered. He put the bag that he put the bin that he put his spare bag into was kind of right next to this wee pavement bit. It was right at the edge. He thought, that'll be that, and I'll see the number, and then I'll know which number it is. The house the bin belongs to. And he went there, so he walked out it, and before he even got there, he could see, oh dear, the bin bag that he had put in the bin was opened, and all the stuff inside was lying fucking everywhere on the pavement. And see the bin, some of the bins that were there, where he put the bag into the night before, they were gone. People had got up in the morning and taken their bins back to their houses. And the bin that he put his bag into had gone as well, so he didn't really know. So whoever did it, so whoever did it, basically what must have happened was they might have seen him the night before. Then that, putting his bag into the bin, and they went, fucking then. And they waited until Craig went back into his house, and they went back into their bin that he had put his bag into, taken it out and just dumped it fucking there on the pavement. And then at some point put a post-it note on his door saying, "Stop using my bin." And then obviously during the night, foxes had got to it and ripped the bag apart. There's a big fucking mess. And the thing is, he hadn't put like his letters and stuff like that in the recycle bin where you stick paper and cans and stuff like that. So you could see his address on things lying about the pavement. Anybody walking by, seeing this mess, would have seen Craig's address there. And he was like, "That's fucking illegal." So he didn't know who'd done it. And when he got up the next day, later on, when he came back from work that day, he bumped into one of his neighbours next door. And he said, "Sorry if I used your bin. By the way, I'll stop doing that. I was just a bit desperate." And they went, "All right. You used my bin? Oh, that's fine. What was it we on about?" He went, "Oh, it was no your bin." They went, No. What is no? I got a note on the door saying, "Don't use my bin." And he went, "All right, no. That was to me. I would just tell you. I would tell you. You know me. I would just what you see is what you get with me. I wear my heart on my sleeve." He went, aye. And then there was a children's party. Craig had a Wayne, you see, and he went to a Wayne's party. The Wayne was 3, kind of nursery school age. Went to a party, one of the people on the street, and Craig went there, and he spent the whole party going like that to his neighbours. So how are they getting on? Good. Looking forward to it. No, managed to sort of primary school. Is yours going to thingy as well? Oh, you're going to another one, right? By the way, I don't know if it was you. Sorry for using your bin. If it was you that left a note, sorry about using that. And they went, "I'm sorry, what?" Somebody else went like that. "Oh no, on you go. Just no, it's fine. Oh, so it was you? It was me. What? I used your bin. All right. No, was it you whose bin I used? Oh, I don't know. Right, it wasn't you then. Right. No, sorry, I'm not being clear. That's fine." And he was asking about, and he went to one neighbour. It was a sort of older guy, like old as in maybe coming up for 70. And Craig said, "Who you with?" "Oh, that's my grandson there." "All right. By the way, so do you stay here? By the way?" He went, "Aye. I'm at number thingy." And Craig said, he didn't bother beating about the bush and all the rest and using deceptive tiptoe techniques. He just said, Was it your bin that I used? Was it you that left a note? Aye. And old guy went like that. "Oh, was that you?" Craig went, "Aye. Well, you know it was me because you saw me. Yeah, I take it you saw me." I went, "No, it was my wife. My wife saw and she said it's that door there. I didn't actually see it, but she told me." "Aye, please don't use the bin." And Craig went, "So it was you?" "Yes. It's just that if you we've only got so much room in the bin. If you put your bags in, then we don't have any room." And Craig said, I know, but it was I don't know if your wife told you, but I put the bag in your bin at night time. You know, the night, like when you put it out in the street." So an old guy went like that. "Well, that's not really important." Craig went, "So you've kind of finished using the wheelie bin for the evening. So I just thought, just stick that in." And the old guy went, "Well, no, I hadn't finished using it." Or I might not necessarily have finished using it. And Craig went, but you put the wheelie bin out the pavement. I mean, that's just sort of finished with it. And the old guy went, well, you hadn't finished with it. And Craig went, wait, oh, right, what, you saying that you might have done? Yes. Sometimes I decide a wee bit later on in the night, actually, I'm going to put some more stuff out in the wheelie bin as it's out there on the pavement. And I come out thinking I've got a wee bit extra room because I'm going to shove some extra odds and ends in the wheelie bin. And I find out that your bag is in it. And Craig went, oh, right, I see. I get it. I'm sorry if that's what happened. And the old guy went like that. Well, that's not what happened. But potentially, that's what could happen. It's just not something you should be doing. And Craig went like, why did you put my bin bag out in the pavement? Because it's not your bin. I know, but why did you not just, just what? I just don't think you should be putting, but what did you suggest I put it? Just leave it in. It's not your bin. And Craig went, I know, but actually, you taking the bag out and the litter that made, that's got to be littering. It's not littering because it's your rubbish. And Craig went, all right. And so if I just started picking up, like, and Craig just fucking grabbed a whole, there's all these, cards, birthday cards. And he grabbed them all. He says, all right, so if I just take your rubbish then, here, and I go out in that street and I just fucking chuck it, and he went out of the street, and all the Waynes were greeting, and he chucked all the fucking cards out in the pavement. He went, it's like, so that's no littering, because it's yours. And old guy went like that. That's not mine. This isn't my house, and those aren't my cards anyway. The children are crying. And Craig went like, get the Waynes to leave, because there's going to be a murder here. And old guy went like that, you can't do this. Get the Waynes to leave, mate. Be a man. You're getting murdered. Get them to leave. Be a man. If there's one last thing you can do here in your life, be a man. A real man. And old guy went like that. Right, you're not going to have to leave. It wasn't even his house. And the old guy, it was just Craig and the old guy. And then the wife came in of the old guy and went, what's going on? I've decided to, for once in my life, just stand up and be a man. And the wife went like that. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And then she turned to Craig and she said, do what needs to be done. And Craig knocked utter fuck out, man. The end. That's a true story, by the way. I said it was an improv. It's actually something that happened. I thought, I'm actually just going to retell that story. Glad you liked it. Do you know how I know? I was one of the Waynes. I remember it. I was 3. It's my earliest memory. So it's one of my earliest memories. It is my earliest memory. And it has affected me to this day. Because I sneaked back and I looked in the window and I saw him getting knocked fuck out, man. And you know what? You know what the worst thing was? I liked it.